Okay, hi everybody. Okay, yeah, so I am sorry I'm just a wee bit late. Oh my god, I can hear myself. Okay, yeah, yeah, good evening to everybody. So this is the 26th of February, 10:40 p.m., right? Saturday. Okay, so today we are going to do something special because we've been doing the art challenge, the limited palette challenge, right? For the last few weeks, and today we are going to do something special because I have this gouache over here that I got several months back, and this one here is pretty special because it's a I would say like a collaboration between Hobine and Rebecca Green, who is quite a famous illustrator. And so she came out with this, I won't say came out, but she curated this set of gouache, acrylic gouache, for usage, to put together in a set of 12 colors. And yeah, and this is a acrylic gouache. I haven't used acrylic gouache before, so I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of try it because um, I have always been using watercolor, and I think sometimes I use gouache, but I don't probably last year I did a few of gouache painting, but I haven't really used acrylic gouache before, so I have no idea how different this would be. Actually, I probably think, I mean, if you read the name, right, acrylic and gouache, it means it probably has got both the properties of acrylic and also gouache. So I suppose the finish is like gouache, like it's matte, right? And the I would say durability is like acrylic, so it's water. Hey, hello Hakan, hello. Where are you from? Are you from? Yeah, hello. You're from YouTube. How are you? Good evening. I mean, it's evening over here in Singapore. So hi, welcome. Hi, welcome to my channel, to the live stream. Yeah, I do this every Saturday. For me, it's Saturday here, so Saturday evening I do this. Yeah, with the and normally I'll have a like art challenge. So the last art challenge we had the CMYK, right? And today I'm just trying this one out because I haven't really tried the acrylic gouache before, so I think it'd be kind of fun to try it. So anyway, I'm not sure if you guys like watch the replay, but then you realize that before this live window comes about, I have this page, like credit page. So I recently updated it with people who have donated or who have actually treated me to coffee on my coffee page, which is KOFI coffee page. I yeah, so if you for people who have supported me for the past month, I will actually put your name in under the credit section before the start of the live stream. So yeah, just to give you guys like a kind of a thanks, for help for helping out, like for giving me coffee, and yeah, for treating me coffee. Oh, you're from Turkey. Oh, hello. That's good. Okay. I've not been to Turkey. The closest I've been to Turkey is probably Greece. Greece is not exactly Turkey. It's like next door. I did at that time thought about going to Turkey. Because it's really just across the street. Like there's a river or something. Yeah. But welcome, welcome. Thanks. Do you do art? Do you use gouache or acrylic? This is my first time, so if you have actually any experience using it, just let me know. Yeah, like if there's any tips or if there's anything that you would like to kind of advise, I really appreciate it because it's my first time using it. So yeah, let me just I do have a Discord server, where people who support or who always come to the live stream would hang out after the live stream. So let me just put an announcement. Oh, actually, I did. So anyway, yeah. Okay, right. So let's do it. So before I start, I am just going to probably show you guys like what I have decided to do. So yeah, maybe just show you guys. So I haven't really started painting this with this book set of gouache before. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to paint with it. So this is going to be the reference photograph that I'm going to paint later. Hey Ash boy, hi, how are you? Hello Ash boy. Hello. How are you? I always call you Hash Boy without the four, so just gonna add that four over there. Hello. Have you painted with acrylic before or gouache before? It's my first time doing this. So I would appreciate if anyone has got like advice for me. Because I always do watercolor. Yeah, I'm really good. So I had a really good lunch. I'm sorry, good dinner. And in the morning, we went urban sketching. Maybe I just show you guys what I did for urban sketching. So hold for a minute. There's no notification like the Scott. Oh, hello, Zuhuan. Yes. Oh, yeah. I actually did the notification on. Hold on. Let me. Hello, I am on live. My live stream has started. Yeah, because I actually shared the what we're gonna do today. I think in the early morning, like early in the morning. So I thought, maybe I will skip that. So anyway, I'm sending the Discord notification right now. Okay, so this is what I did. Oh, the color looks really bad. I really don't know why. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, so this is what I did this morning when I went for urban sketching. So it's really a ink and wash, and I think I really throw in a lot of stuff in there. In fact, I think it started off with a layer of watercolor. Where was sketch walk? Oh, it's botanic gardens. So it's like a very big park with ponds and fields and stuff like that. And it's really quite nice because the weather's really good, so it wasn't too hot. Yeah, so I started off with watercolor first, and then after that, no, I started off with just a line. I lined it so you could see the lines. I kind of regretted doing the lines because can you see the trunks like looking kind of weird? Yeah, and I didn't, I think it wasn't completed. I should have actually added more leaves. So I thought that this was a bit of a, I don't know, I was trying to save it. So after that, I put on a layer of watercolor, and then it kind of looked weird because it's quite transparent, so I could see the tree trunk but not the leaves. So then after that, I decided to add some gouache, and then I added color pencils, and then it just this is so many. This is crazy. Yeah, so this one has got so many colors. So this was what I did, and there's this field, quite a big patch of grass, and people could just have like their families doing picnics here, and there's a person like a sketcher actually doing sketching, so it's kind of fun. And then yeah, this is like some kind of a museum if I'm not wrong, and there's just two big trees. So yeah, it's quite a nice place. I don't know if I think my painting looks kind of weird, but I did my best. I think I tried my best. Okay, right. So Ashboy says, he wished that he paint gouache often. I do use gouache like time to time, but it's really just like kind of like highlight on my watercolor. I don't really use gouache as it is, so I don't know how that's gonna work. So that's why it says it's acrylic gouache, so it paints like gouache with its consistency. So it's kind of like jelly like I don't know, creamy jelly like. It dries like acrylic, so it dries like, I guess, waterproof. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of swatch it out. So the reason why I decided to use gouache today is because I find that this book that I've been using for the past few weeks, it's not suitable for watercolor, even though it's a watercolor sketchbook. So I'm gonna use gouache on it, okay, and I'm gonna paint this scene over here. So I in fact couldn't find any scene which had like two different like sites, like two different painting and stuff like that. No, so I think what's her name? Sophie actually requested that I find a two photographs, two reference photograph of different lighting, like different days. Like say a place, photos taken apart, like one in the night and one in the day, something like that, just kind of to look at the difference in the shadow and the lighting. But couldn't find. So this is what I make up with, because I thought these colors would look, I could probably use these colors for this painting over here. So yeah, that's why I chose this one. I'm looking forward to doing it. It's like it will be waterproof, unlike normal gouache. Yeah, that's why I know. Like gouache is like, if it dries, like, and you add water to it, it's gonna like dissolve. So you can't get, like, can't really layer it. And yeah, so I don't know. That's why I haven't been playing with gouache that often. Okay, so I think before I start, I'm gonna kind of swatch out the colors so that you guys kind of know how the colors look like. So anyway, my sister paints with acrylic wash as well, and so she passed me two acrylic wash from Turner. I think this is also another brand that's pretty popular in Japan, or popular, like, does acrylic wash, and she passed me two whites. There's a white, there's a mixing white. So I was like, what's the difference between a white and a mixing white? And then I realized that white is actually PW6, mixing white is PW4. Hey, hi, Pain in Hiding. Hello. How are you? Yeah, today we're gonna open this one up and use it. So I've been talking so much that I haven't been painting. So now I'm gonna just show you guys the colors. So yeah, so this set, this is a 20 mil gouache set. So if each of these has, hello Nancy's, each of these has 20 mils in there. And this one is Rebecca Green, so it's a famous illustrator, and this is from Hobain. And here are the colors. So there's vermilion, coral red, mustard, emerald green, sap green, pale aqua, smoked blue, I think it's like a ultramarine blue, ash yellow, this is quite a nice color, ash blue, really nice as well, burnt sienna, sapien gold, very very nice color, very kind of like muted, yeah. And this is Rebecca Green. So I actually subscribe to her newsletter, so I kind of know what she's doing, and this is what she normally does. So pretty, right? And she does kind of show us like what the colors she used for her painting. So I think her paintings are kind of like this kind of muted, soft, like, yeah, kind of color. So really really nice. Okay, I'm gonna start swatching them first before I paint. Quick, I will try to do quite kind of a quick swatch. So I also realized that this set of sketchbook, the Zita series, which is a mixed media watercolor sketchbook, which was provided by Electro Pony, who's not here. All right. Were you too early? You were waiting at the top of the list for your live stream and wondering if I was too early. Well, it's Singapore time 10:30, so I'm not sure if what would be the time over in where you are. Maybe we should like find that out. I think it's kind of good to let everyone know like what's the actual time. I'm sorry. What time do you start waiting? I hope you didn't wait for too long, because we actually start at 10:30. I'm actually a little bit late. Yeah, but oh no, how long? What time do you wait? I hope you didn't wait for too long. Penny Hiding says, oh, you didn't know there's a collaboration with Rebecca. Yeah, it is. Like, she picked out the colors. I think she wrote like a blog post about it, about how she actually went to Hobain and stuff like that to pick up the colors. Yeah, the reference photo is pretty, right? Oh, you scroll down the list of other people with the name Alice and came across your live stream. What, really? Hey, I wonder what happened. Hey. Zhu Huan says, you watch a few videos of the set, most people use it for illustrative work. I don't know if this is gonna work. I mean, I'll try, but I think it's quite a, yeah, illustrative kind of color. Probably not very, I don't think, have I tried? I don't think it will look like so rich like that. So it might be it might look a little bit different. Yeah. Anyway, good morning, Nancy. So I'm so sorry that happened. Like, I hope you didn't wait too long. Penny Hiding, yes, I think I tried the Alpha series. Have I? I might not. I think I have the beta. I have the beta series, but that was for a long time ago. And then I think I also have Gamma or something like that. Yeah, so this is the Zeta. And yeah, I think, I mean, I also tested it, right? So I might show you guys the video really soon, post it on YouTube really soon. Yeah, but then I don't really think it's suitable for the color because it's very, very smooth. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to just try to swatch it so that you guys can see the colors. Can hold on for a minute while I take my stuff. Oh, there you go. Oops. Okay. All right, so I noticed that yeah, it's really sweet and beautiful, and I'm doing this because there is something like a what do you call that? You should read chat as fast as yeah, I don't know why. I think it's from training. I guess I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of can read and talk and do stuff at the same time. So it kind of changed the mind, you know, like you kind of need to read kind of a lot of stuff at one time. Yeah, I was talking about the sunflower. So there's this challenge on Instagram, and yeah, and apparently sunflower is supposed to be like natural flower for Ukraine. You know, like how Ukraine and Russia is having issue right now. So someone actually posted like a challenge. So they posted, you know, us to paint sunflower with a peace sign. So that's something I'm gonna try to do. It's the guy is called the account is called Real Moods, and I think there's also art pandemic art or something. So the two of them actually did doing the challenge together. So if you guys can go to my Instagram to check the details. So now I'm gonna swatch it out. I mean, just talking and you guys can't really see how the color looks like. Right, so I am just going to let me write this down. Okay, so this is the I'm gonna write it. Okay, so this is the acrylic. Oh, my handwriting. I hope I don't spell wrong. If I spell wrong, I will not forgive myself. Okay. And this is the Holbein times Rebecca green. All right, set. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you guys. Oh yeah, I heard it is the national flower of Ukraine. Could someone find out if it's true? Because I saw that in the art street. I mean in the Instagram account that I'm getting that challenge from. Yeah, gouache is even pronouncing it is difficult. I was like, what, gouache? Gouache? Yeah, so let me just show you guys how this looks. I don't know how I'm gonna paint. I hope it's gonna work. I am not sure if this is gonna work. Because, you know, I'm so used to watercolor. You know, like adding water, adding stuff like that. Oh, it's correct. Okay. Yeah, awesome. So we can all try this out. So this is vermilion. So just gonna show you. This is vermilion. I'm just gonna try out how that mixing work, because you know, like I don't know how it's gonna mix. You like painting sunflower? Awesome. Sunflower is so cheery. The color, like, it's so cheery. I really love. Oh, that's so nice of you to do that. Like, oh, you did a few last year for commission to a bunch of little girls. Did they like it? You know, the color is just so beautiful, and I think, you know, especially the feel of a feel of sunflowers it's so inspiring. I've actually been to Taiwan, and we were driving and we came across this field of sunflowers, and the funny thing was, you know, like the inside of the sunflower seeds are in there, so if you break it, right, you really get the sunflower seeds. So I find that's kind of cute. So this is coral red, right? I will probably kind of try to mix it a bit later, okay, very quickly, because I don't think, oh, it's already 11 o'clock. I'm not even sure if I can finish this. Okay, this is mustard. Mustard is a nice color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a lot this one for the sunflower itself. There's also an ash yellow, so later on you guys can see how that color looks. So yeah, I hope I'm not going to, I may have contaminated, I don't know, I should wash this a little bit more. Yeah. So I'm a little bit worried about the waterproof part. So I think I heard that it will dry very fast. I read somewhere that it dries like acrylic, the acrylic wash dries very fast, and it dries waterproof. And when that happens, you can't do it a lot of stuff. Nancy says yes, and they wanted red, white roses, panda, and daisies. Brown paper. Oh, that's so cute. Kids have so many cute requests like panda, and roses and daisies, and sunflower. Do they belong together? But pandas probably, I would think that's probably the easiest to draw. But what I feel from actually painting is that it's the texture. It's very kind of like it's a dream to paint with. It's so creamy. Oh, it's just really fast. So let me see if this one has dried. I'm not even sure. Yeah, this one looks. Yeah, this has dried. So this one has. Oh, like can you see? Like I'm just gonna add a bit water, okay, to it. Okay, I think the color is from the green that's kind of stuck to my. Let me just take that off. Yeah, I don't think you could get it. It's kind of dried, so I think it's really waterproof. Yeah, it's flat, right? Really beautiful flat color. Difficult to I don't know how whether this will look. Oh, I really love this color. Whether it would like look realistic because the colors are kind of illustrative as Zhu Huan has mentioned. But there is in Singapore we in Overjoy, the retail shop that we have, they have a whole series, the entire series of the acrylic gouache, and there's so many colors and they're so beautiful. So I'm glad that I actually got a small set to try, and I'm glad that when I wanted to try it, read there is this collab. I think there's so many colors that they really the company has to really find a way to kind of make it known to people, to kind of interest people to buy, because otherwise nobody's gonna buy all the colors, right? So and I just find it very interesting that they do have all these interesting the specialty colors, like ash yellow, and then there's also ash blue. So this is like a ochre color, right? Yay. Nancy says, oh, they wanted all the pictures in my window gallery, so you gave all 10 away. So nice of you. Since moving, you haven't put much in your window gallery. Do you mean you have a? What do you mean by window gallery? Do you mean like you have somewhere outside your house a little like a glass box, and then you can put stuff in there, and when people walk past, they could actually buy stuff? I don't know. Is that what you mean? So this color here is ash blue. So ash blue is like a gray. So I think you can also add water to this. So it does kind of even with water, it does kind of look very flat as well. Um, yeah, I'm not streaky also. I think this is a little bit streaky, like the green slightly, right? But the rest of them, this one also a little bit, but the rest of them are not. So maybe I could also add a bit of water to kind of dilute it. So I think this is more aspiration, like how these are. Well, Nancy says, oh, you no longer use gouache because it gives you headache. Oh no. They do have a kind of a synthetic, like organic solvent smell, but they're not overpowering. They're not as bad as the watercolor masking fluid. Masking fluid is so stinky, so this is not that bad. This has a little slight smell, but it's not as bad. And then, oh sorry, this color is burnt sienna. So we all know burnt sienna. So it's finally a color that I know. And yeah, a normal color. This is sepia. Sepia is quite dark. So but it's like a very dark burnt umber color. So this is with a bit of water. So maybe I should actually do neat, and then I'll do yeah, with water, like diluted, so you guys can see the difference. Yeah. Oh, we've heard of that blue somewhere. You mean which one? Which blue? The ash blue? Which blue? And she also has gold. So this is gold is included. Oh, okay. And I think gold is a interesting color. So it feels like poster color. Like gold is kind of streaky, so it's a little bit like translucent. Like, can you see it? It's not as like opaque as the other colors. Can see that it is like that. Oh, smalt. Oh yes, smalt is like smalt, right? Smalt is like the like an ultramarine color, ultramarine blue color. Oh, you put, so then it says, oh, you put art in your front window to cheer up people. Oh, yeah, that is a good idea. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a front window to cheer people up, so I put it in my Instagram. So that's like my front window. Okay, so these are the colors. I think it will work. I think it will work. Okay, so I'm gonna try diluting it. I do need a small palette. I'm not gonna use. I'm probably gonna try to use a palette that is um, not plastic. Yeah, I'm gonna use a porcelain palette for this. Okay, because I do not want it to dry, and then not be able to dissolve stuff. So I'm gonna just add a bit of water. So this is when it's diluted. So this is diluted, right? So when you dilute it, it does work as well. So you can dilute it a little bit more, and it goes like this. So yeah, I think it works. Hey, how do I pronounce your name? Iri? Iri? Irene? Hello, Irene. How are you? Where are you from? This is my first time painting gouache, with acrylic gouache. So yeah, if you do you have any experience painting with acrylic gouache? If you have, I would appreciate some. Yeah, if you can give me some advice, that would be really really good. So I haven't really tried mixing, so maybe I should try mixing. I may try mixing. Can you see the colors actually kind of gets like dry up a bit, like the old like around it. So maybe not. I think this is what I'll just like quickly do, just to kind of like see if the dissolving, like kind of diluting it works. So when the funny thing about this vermilion and the coral red is that when you dilute vermilion like enough, it's gonna look like coral red. And this is very interesting. Like if you look at the gouache here, it doesn't have, does it have? It has the pigment information. So vermilion here is PR9, PO13, all right? And this one, the coral red, is PR9, PO13, and PW6. So it's actually the same, right? It's actually the same, but this one has got white in it. So why? Why include this when you could just give me a white? I don't know. Okay. Oh, hello Newton. Hello Newton Galasher. Galasher. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. How are you? Hello. So it's my first time use with gouache, and I mean with acrylic gouache. So I'm just kind of trying it out right now. Do if you have any what do you call that, experience, maybe you could tell me what is the what I should avoid doing when I use gouache. Oh, it dries fast. Okay. Oh no. Traditional and acrylic. Ah, you love both. That's really nice. Hi Gactonia. Hello. Oh, a stat wet would be good for these. Oh no, I don't have a stat wet. I'm not sure how that's gonna work now. Oops, I'm not sure. I hope that this is gonna work. I will have to paint really fast. Nancy says, "Oh, it's not the smell of acrylic that bothers me. It's the essence. You by accident bought white acrylic gouache and didn't understand the sudden headache. Ah, I see. So it's not the smell. I see. So it must be the chemical that gets to your head. Which brand do you get it from? Oops. Nancy says, Mgram makes two different versions, the regular white gouache and the white acrylic gouache. Ah, I see. So maybe you should go back to use the white gouache. Maybe that would be better. Irene says, yo, okay, stay wet palette or parchment paper on top of a wet paper towel. Okay. Oh no, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna have to try. If it doesn't work, then I have to find a way. Okay, so can you see this one has kind of dried up? So, oh, you know what happens? So it actually lifts up. Can you see, like, it actually lifts up? I don't know. I mean this is new to me. Like, it lifts up to be this little flaky stuff. Oh, oh, that's interesting. Oh, and it doesn't like dissolve. So once that happens, you're gonna get all these little flakes. That's very interesting. So by better not, I don't think you can re-wet it. Like it's gonna get you're gonna get like granulation, which is no good. Newton says, "Oh, I'm only use water-based gouache. I have no experience, but it's fun to watch people explore supply." Yeah, it's fun to explore supply when everyone is also exploring with you. So I think this is good. I mean, luckily I'm using a um, porcelain palette because yeah, I cannot imagine if it sticks to my other palette, the plastic palette. I don't know when I'm gonna start painting. I hope yeah. So I mean, let me just finish up with this. I hope they actually dilute and they mix the same way. I hope they do. And actually, I'm just wondering for acrylic gouache, do you use it diluted? Like, do you use add water to and use it like that? Has anybody else tried? I know for at least for me when I do use the what do you call that the normal gouache, I actually do use water quite a bit sometimes. But I'm not sure if for acrylic gouache you should add water. See, the green is a little bit streaky when you dilute it with water. Like, can you see? No? And if I dilute it even more, yeah, it looks really nice if you dilute it a little more. Like, actually, if you like to have a color like that, would you add water to it or would you add white to it? Just wondering. Yeah, I really do wish to try all the colors. Not sure how. I don't think the painting will take me too long. I hope not. I will not spend too long. Getting a little bit like color. The color is mixing. Yeah. Oh no! I didn't wash my brush very well, so the color is kind of transferred over. So I think when you use it diluted, you do get a little bit of streaks, right? Which is not so good. This acrylic wash will make you speed paint. Yeah, I know, right? Oh no, I'm so stressed now. I don't know how I'm gonna paint because I don't think I have a very big space. Like I don't have a my sketchbook is kind of small. Yeah. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how I do it. How come I think that this one looks like a lavender? Like it doesn't look like small. Small seem to be a more like a darker blue color. Like this looks like a lavender. He. Why? But the colors are really nice. I quite like them. Yeah. I should try mixing. I haven't tried mixing. Maybe I'll just mix a few later on, just to show you guys how it actually mixes. So this is with water. Okay, this is even more water. And if you are using acrylic gouache, would you actually look for if you need to study about it, would you actually go and read about gouache or would you read about acrylic? Like, yeah, the technique wise, like, is it gonna be a gouache technique or is it gonna be acrylic technique? Does anyone know? Because you know watercolor is watercolor, right? Like this one is like kind of a mixture, like it's two different medium. So should you look at acrylic or should you look at gouache? I think you should look at acrylic because it's how the paint performs and that's gonna affect your technique. I don't know, like maybe anyone, if you have studied like you have read books on acrylic gouache, you could share. Okay, let us know how this feels. So now I'm just trying to like get a little bit of an understanding of how the colors would actually look. And I'm not even sure if like yeah, if it would be, maybe I'll try like layering a little bit later on. So yeah, it's kind of fun to just try out the colors. Yeah, but I do hope I have time later on to paint, because if I spend all my time testing out and not painting, it will interesting to find out how like fast acrylic gouache is. Yeah, I actually do want to try that out. Thanks for reminding me. So anyway, I might, I won't say I might, I most probably will maybe do a video on this on like a long, like a full length video on YouTube, um, probably a little bit later, because I think this kind of like testing videos, trying out videos, it will, I probably need to put in more effort to kind of like test it out fully. So yes, I will also kind of look at it from that point, and also like how the colors would kind of mix, and yeah, I think it's interesting. Like before you actually do anything, I think it's interesting or we should, as a consumer, like if you as an artist, if you try a new medium, you should actually try and like use it, test it out first, because otherwise, uh, you know, you might just give up too easily, because you got it wrong. So now I'm doing is I'm gonna paint a little strip, like a dark strip, right? I'm gonna use neat. I will not be mixing colors. I'll just use it like kind of neat from the tube, and then I'm just gonna paint the white. It's just amazing how fast it kind of dries up. So I'm just gonna kind of try out, because if you don't try out, you wouldn't know how, you will not know, you will not know how it actually performs, and you might get problems later. So now I'm going to kind of clean off the palette. So now the palette looks like this, right? I'm just gonna paint it off. Nancy says, she knows, I know that, hold on, I know that gouache is like fast, because you have a picture of a giraffe on a black sketchbook in a south-facing window for several months and didn't fade. Oh, maybe it's the pigment that's used, because I think they all have different pigments. I guess it depends. I don't know. Like if let's say it has a fluorescent pigment, like, or if it has like like opera pink, right, opera rose color, would that color, would that pigment, that dye fade, because it's, or it, or if it's all gouache, it will not fade. I don't know. I'm just thinking if that's that. So now I'm going to kind of try to mix colors. So I think I want to try to mix like a blue, no, a purple. Yeah. So I'm gonna use kind of a bit of vermilion and the smoke. Okay, I'm gonna try to mix colors. Okay, mixing in progress. Oh, it does give you like a interesting, like, yeah, it does mix fine. Like, can you see? Like, oh, you guys can't see this one. So this is when I've mixed it. So it makes okay, but it doesn't get, I can't get like the brown, I mean like the purple color. Should I add a little bit more of the, oh no, I can kind of understand how difficult this is gonna be. Looks like it's gonna, should I add water to it to kind of like stop the drying process? Will that kind of help? It's like drying up really, really quickly. And you'll see how fast the colors just dried up. Yeah, so this is, you can't see, it looks really dark. Like the whole thing just looks dark, but on my screen there is a graduation of colors. Wow, the colors just really dries up really, really quickly. So this is from like oh, you also had some metallic from the Arteza gouache as an overlay, and it may have helped for protection. Okay, got it. Yeah, very interesting. Like I used to do this, like I done this science experiment on sunscreens before, and we discovered that the sunscreens that had color in it, like because they have the particles and stuff like that, kind of blocked off the sun a little bit more than those like had high SPF. So that was many years back when I was doing a science experiment in my school. Okay, now I'm gonna try to kind of like just put a, like, to see how opaque the light colors are. So this is with the pale aqua. So pale aqua it's PB15, PY42, and PW6. So I'm just gonna, pretty cool, right? I think it's quite opaque. So I can safely just do it. And does it remove the layer from the top? Um, yeah. I can't say it's 100% though. Like, can you see? You can see that a little bit of that color still coming up here. Not very, maybe I should push the color this down so that you guys can see this a little bit better. Hold on for a minute. Let me just do that so that you guys can see this a little bit better. Is this better? Right? Much better? Yeah. Okay. And then, okay, we do have, can you see this one here? That's kind of streaky over here, so I'm not sure if this is, oh no, what happened? Okay, this is over here. So I do have another gouache. This is from Turner, right? So this is white, and I hope I used the right one. So I quite like the texture. The texture is creamy. It's like gouache. Oh, can you see the color just looking not as opaque? So I don't know. Is it did I use the wrong? Oh, this is mixing white. Okay, so this is kind of a transparent white color. So I should actually use the other one, which is the white. So Turner has two different kind of whites, white and mixing white. So the mixing white is a little bit less opaque than the white. Okay, so this is another, yeah, so this is the non-mixing white. I don't know if I can paint properly with this, but yeah, can you see the difference? Yeah, so anyway, is this titanium? What is the white, Chinese or titanium? Right, so this one here, the mixing white is actually PW6. Sorry, the white is PW6, mixing white is PW4. So Chinese white has a blue tint, so I believe the mixing white should be PW4, which should be water. I guess it's Chinese white. Let me check. Let me Google that. Let me see. PW4 is pigment. Oh, it's zinc oxide. Zinc oxide white. What's zinc oxide white? PW4. No, maybe I should just check. Zinc oxide. So PW6 is titanium dioxide. PW4 is zinc oxide. Okay, let me see. Chinese white. Yeah, I think it is. Like Chinese white is PW4. Yeah, zinc white. Yeah, anyway. Well, look, everything has kind of dried up. Like, this one has dried up. Oh my god. I don't know, I'm a little bit worried about the drying up part. Okay, right, we'll see. Okay, so anyway, I'm not very impressed with the coverage though. I don't know. Maybe it's my brush. I think I have more colors than, I have more questions. I have more questions than answers for everyone today. Like I seem to kind of doubt. Like I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna try painting it right now. Okay, let's do it. So I think I think it's possible to mix colors, and I just be a little bit careful with the speed at which I paint. So I should try to paint a little bit faster. So because this is a gouache, an acrylic gouache, I think I should use my metal palette. Not metal palette, sorry. My glass palette. I do hope I have space for it though, because let me show you guys my glass palette. It's kind of big. Okay, there you go. So this is my glass palette, okay, which I got. This is from Mongyu. Okay. Okay, Nancy says I got a master class from, oh, that's really nice from Winston Newton, where they teach about their products, learning about paints right now. Hey, that's really cool. Do you have to pay for it? Is it free? Is there such a thing as a free masterclass? Or is it okay. According to Google, Chinese white opaque white color made from zinc oxide pigment. Yeah, so I guess that's PW4 then. So it is actually a Chinese white. Okay. So now we all know about our whites, yeah. Okay, I'm going to well, I have a lot of things on my oh, just hold on for a minute. I have tons of stuff. Okay. Let me adjust stuff. Okay. And I'm gonna keep these. Okay, and I am going to start painting. So as I was saying, I wanted to use the paper, you know, the Escoda sketchbook that I have been using that for watercolor for our challenge. Oh, you signed up for the newsletter. Okay, that's cool. Zhu Huan says there is no free master class. I guess it's like maybe the naming, maybe they name it as a like a master class. Yeah, but it's like not exactly like master class. Like I don't know. It's just how people like call things. They different companies call it differently. So yeah. But anyway, you know, I really don't mind going through a master class. Okay, so let's start with the painting. I don't know how I'm gonna approach this. How would you guys paint? So I remember like for gouache, you're supposed to paint from dark to light, right? So I'm gonna start by drawing out the you know, we're gonna use the sunflower, right? So I already kind of let me try to, yeah, okay. You guys can see? Can, right? Okay, awesome. So that's where I am going to start right now. We will have to kind of divide it into this way, I guess, like this. Okay. Oh wait, is it a little bit too, yeah, okay. I'll have enough space for things that I want to kind of do. You know, the biggest problem I have about using gouache or acrylic gouache or anything like that is actually that you can't really see the lines after you paint. And then I find like, okay, my accuracy will kind of drop because I can't see what I've done. So that's my problem, my issue with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, this reference photograph looks like an underpainting of yellow sunshine. Ah, so you're saying like I should actually use like a yellow, um, of maybe a mustard yellow all over it, or would you actually, I don't know how that's gonna go. Like, how do you? Uh, okay, I'm just gonna try. I really cannot understand. I cannot, I cannot do it in a as a you know, like paint like a gouache painter, because I don't paint like a gouache painter. So I'm gonna try to approach this by what I kind of understand, you know, the limited knowledge that I have. And also like, because you know this, how fast the paint is gonna dry, I'm gonna think about it in that way. But I think before that, it's kind of important to really like kind of draw out the stuff, like the important parts first. So I'm just gonna use the pencil to kind of draw out the sunflower, right? And yeah, I hope that everything else. Oh, because your test ratios, yes, it do. Yeah, it does. So maybe I should try to do a underpainting. Yeah, I haven't tried like a dark overlight. Maybe I should try a dark overlight. Oh, okay. Back to trying. Maybe I should try like, maybe let's try the yellow, right? And then we'll see if the black's gonna kind of cover, the dark color's gonna kind of cover it, or I think it will, but it's hard to say. So you know, like there's this tendency, like this urge that I want to add water to this. Can we actually add water? Oh, so sorry, you guys can't see this. Can we add water to it? I feel so ignorant. I think we can. I'm gonna add it because this is like the maybe I'll do a thin like wash, very thin, yellow color wash all over, right? Yeah, maybe that will work. But I might waste. Well, but we'll see. It's all about testing. I can add water. Yeah, okay, okay, great. So I think it's kind of dry right now. I think. I think Winsor & Newton has very good gouache as well. It's like has one of the best, like one of the most recommended um, gouache watercolor. The artist one, if I'm not wrong, and Holbein as well. Holbein and I think M Grams also has really well, you know, very good. Actually, it's actually fine. So if I use a darker color over it, I can see streak if I do many times. But I think if I were to just do a kind of a steady one swipe, can you see the texture underneath? Kind of streaky, yeah. But I think I can add a little bit more to kind of cover it up. Yeah, it is a little bit streaky. Yeah, you can see that, right? Like it's a little bit streaky. Ah, you can add water. Acrylic is sometimes too thick. Yeah, you know, I find that's the biggest problem with acrylic. So that it does kind of peek out. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to just keep this in mind. So my hey Blueberry Yogurt! Hello Blueberry! Hello! So today we are doing something different. I'm using gouache. So yeah, I'm using the acrylic gouache from Holbein because I got this set. Yeah, the acrylic gouache from Holbein and this replica green set. This is my first time trying it out. And I hope that it's gonna work. Acrylic gouache is more full body. Oh yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is because I was browsing my Instagram, and you know Real Moods. He's one of the artists on that I follow on Instagram, and he and an art pandemic, I think, they have this art challenge, where they wanted to paint the flower of Ukraine. So this is the sunflower is the national flower or for Ukraine because of the recent, you know, the issue with Russia. So they wanted to kind of you know, add that, you know, try to do something for them, kind of raise the awareness and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, so anyway, this is what I've done. And I'm going to start with the underpainting, and maybe I'll add a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, we'll try. I have a glass. This is a glass palette, so I'm just gonna squeeze my gouache in it, my acrylic gouache. I'm adding a bit of water because I'm just really gonna try to see if that's gonna affect anything. So this is kind of a light. Ooh, goes on smoothly. I hope I won't regret it though. Like, it's okay. Later on, I will add more water. So it's really just to block out the area, kind of. I'm not sure if this is the right way to paint. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit of smoked. Okay, and I will add just a wee bit for that. Yeah, looking okay. So I think what we have tested just now was actually on um you know, we tested this gouache, acrylic gouache earlier, and we found that the colors they dry really fast, so we have to be quite fast when we're using it. So I really don't know what to expect from this. Cross my fingers and hope that I get this right. And then gonna add a little bit more of the smoke. Okay. Kind of looking Right, there's no right way, just the Alice way. Yes, Alice way is the right way. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not always right. Yeah, but well, I guess I will try. Nancy gives me a thumbs up. Thanks, Nancy. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more. Somehow I think it looks okay right for now. Here looks fine. This actually this watercolor, this paper here, is what do you call that? It's a watercolor paper, but it does not really. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think it's suitable for watercolor. Like it's so frustrating sometimes. Like for the past few times when I actually use it, I can't use it. Like no. So oh, as you know, like my the coral red has actually dried up on the palette. So you guys are seeing I'm like getting flicks all over my palette right now. Yeah. It's kind of hard to get the colors to be kind of smooth. I really wonder how people paint with gouache, like that dries so super fast. I'm not even sure if the gouache do that. So anyway, I'm gonna do a yeah. I'm gonna use the mustard yellow, right? And I don't think I will use this one. This is a little bit strange. I am going to use does anyone use a mop brush? I'm just gonna try using a mop. So it's gonna dilute it a lot. Guys, when you're like watching this, just remember that I am a novice like all of you. So if you're trying to learn how to paint with wash, you have come to the wrong place. Because I'm just testing this out. I'm using a mop. Not even sure if this is the right way. I'm not even sure this is. Yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. Since yeah, we kind of noted that. Can you see that now that I added like a little bit of yellow on it? It does not mix. Like it's you can see just it goes over like that, but does not mix at all. Yes, very interesting. So I'm just gonna dilute this even further, right? Oh, this is interesting. So I really like this yellow. This is quite a nice yellow. Can you actually see that this one here has kind of dried up? Oh, it dries so fast, like so super fast. Ah, how am I gonna get the colors on? Never mind. I will be able to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint the whole thing yellow. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Just gonna do it right now. So luckily this paper is really small. Like this piece is so small. Huh. So that's done. Yeah. Okay. Now I am going to yeah, just paint. Let me see, where should I start? I will start painting with the night, with the sky. So I'm gonna use a smaller brush now. Um, yeah, it's acting like it's like acrylic, and it's right. You're right. Zuhuan, you're right. It's really like acrylic, and it's like drying. It dries matte like gouache, so it's like more. I would say you should actually treat it like a acrylic more than a gouache, because oh, can you see like the mustard doesn't really cover up um the coral red, so I'm getting this kind of like a weird, I wouldn't say it's weird, but it's just a little bit more, it's like on top of it, on top of the color. So I'm just gonna quickly add a bit of, oh, add a bit. Oh, it's looking yellow. Oh gosh. Okay, like this one. Oh, yeah. This is actually about right. So this is I'm mixing the smoked, the coral red, and the mustard together for this part of the cloud that's like in between. Yeah. And as I'm talking to you, The colors are they're not slowly, they're quickly drying up. So fast. It's drying out so super fast. So if you are the slow kind, you are gonna curse. I'm adding a bit of water to see if that affects anything. Nope. Okay. Let me see if I can lift this one out. Yeah. Let me just add a bit of water here. It's kind of strange that, oh, you can actually lift the colors out. Can you see? Eh? Is this the property of the paper? I thought when we tried it, you couldn't. So it's very interesting. Like I could actually, like I can actually lift the colors out. Maybe it's not dry, like totally dry yet. Very interesting. Okay. But I don't know. Do you think it's faster painting with gouache versus like maybe watercolor? I think it'd be interesting to kind of compare like how that would work. So I'm just trying to, there's this streak of like pink. So I'm just trying to paint that streak of pink. And there's a little bit of like pink over here. So I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit of like kind of diluted with water a little bit. Oh no, it's too yellow. Can I lift this out? Oh, I can. So, oh, can you see? I think it's a paper issue. Can you see actually I can lift out. It's the paper. Oh my god. Like what is this? Like this paper is so easy. It's okay, so guys, please don't buy it. You know what I was painting with this on watercolor. This is from Escoda, right? This is from Escoda. When I'm just using this for watercolor, I made this discovery. What's this discovery? I noticed that it's very easy to lift off the color. Yeah, and then now I can also remove acrylic gouache, which is kind of strange because you know how acrylic gouache is supposed to be waterproof, and yet I can remove it from it. Yeah, the paper is just so no. Maybe I should use something else. Oh my god. Okay, I have to be really careful now because I have a problem with the paper. I won't say problem, but it's just maybe not so desirable for what we want to do with it. So I just have to be a little bit careful. Okay, so now I am just adding more of the I'm gonna dilute the coral red just for this little, just adding a bit of that kind of a texture to it, like the clouds. So this one here is a little bit more soft. Just gonna glaze it at the top like that. Okay, it kind of work. Now you're scared. The paper doesn't allow paint to sink into the fiber. Oh, Gaconia, now you're scared. Don't be scared. We will do something. We will find what we will get through this together. It should work. I just need to be a little bit more delicate. Like I should try to not scrub too hard. I think that's the word. Try not to scrub too much. This, yeah, it's strange but interesting. So I don't know, just don't get this paper unless you're doing maybe just ink drawing. Maybe mixed media paper might work better. When I use acrylic, I use a light canvas light paper. We'll see, because I actually I thought that this paper would be okay. Yeah, but apparently no, not really. But it's fine. It's okay. We'll see. We'll see how this works. And I'm not sure if I will be mixing colors or I'll be just using colors on its own. But for now, I think I would just use the color from the tube. just to yeah, paint the distant mountain. So I'm just gonna paint the distant mountain. Yeah, maybe next time when I use I'll try using the gouache on another paper. So it's kind of interesting because I know I've been testing papers, and I primarily use ink and wash. So I only test with watercolor, and pen. And I recently added gouache, so maybe I should also add acrylic gouache, just to kind of testing. Are you experimenting for us? Yeah, we can do it together. So if you have any like good idea, like you want to see if it works, you could, just voice it out and we could try it together. Yeah. So as I was saying, I think maybe I will add acrylic gouache to the list of tests, and I also try to see if the lifting is a big issue. I've used this stuff on gesso board that works well. Okay. It's really interesting. Maybe gesso board is a little bit more the media, that you use on a gesso board, that has kind of a way to kind of pull the pigment in and bind it down to to the board. Maybe this paper is just different. I don't know. It writes watercolor paper, but it doesn't really, I don't think it works well with watercolor as either. So don't really know. I don't really know what you can do with this paper. Escoda, if you're watching, I don't think Escoda is watching, but if any one of you, anyone from Escoda is watching, yeah, there's something wrong with your paper. Okay. Now maybe they will tell me, it's a user problem. You don't use it well, so that's why. Oops. Okay. So anyway, I'm using the Sapphire right now. I'm really just not mixing color, just using all the colors that I have in the set to paint this. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint this. I think these are like the back of the background, the distant trees. Sepia is probably a good choice, but I think I really quite like the kind of colors that the Rebecca has chosen. Just that the vermilion and the coral red, I don't understand those two because they are the same pigment. If I were, if Hermione were to ask me to look for to kind of come up with my own palette, I wouldn't choose colors that are that have the same pigments. Yeah, or I could like kind of easily mix. I would really look for like a set of colors that have different pigments, so I could kind of mix a lot of colors with what I have. But then again, maybe that's not how people use paint with gouache. Maybe that's not what they do. They don't really mix colors so much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking. Oh, okay. So I have changed to a kind of a smaller brush. And this is a little bit diluted with water, a little bit. Okay. I'm very surprised to see that the color actually lives out. Very, very interesting. So maybe I should just kind of like give the paper to kids to try it, to paint, like to the little kids, the nephews and the children, kids to use. Yeah. Kind of a pity though. Maybe that's another way. Maybe I could use this paper for something else. I can't really think of that. Okay, so now I am going to work on I don't know how that's gonna work though. Like, should I paint the let me think, because the colors aren't really I don't think I should paint like okay, so we already have the yellow undertone, right? I don't think I should rely on the yellow, right, to over the green, because it's not going to cover up. I should actually try to lift leave spaces, like paint the things separately. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, okay. So we have two greens here. We have the I don't think I'll use the emerald green because emerald green looks kind of weird. I'm gonna use the sat green, and maybe the mustard, or maybe I should just use this color. Oh, no, no, not gold. The ash yellow. Oh no, I think I'll use mustard color, mustard yellow for this one. Okay, now let's paint this. I probably need quite a lot of the sepia as well. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just paint leaf by leaf. I'll try that. I'll try a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna try this out on this corner over here by using the sepia. Okay, so wow, let me just try. Okay, I'm just gonna try it out. I'm just gonna try the sepia on top. So if I think I have to be careful not to um, paint out, like not to lift the colors from the first layer out. Okay, and then just gonna let it dry first. Kind of streaky though, like oh yeah, it's a little bit streaky. I'm not sure if this is the way to do it. This is really weird. Now I feel like I'm actually doing a little bit of like a negative painting. Oh yes, I am. I'm using the rosemary treble brush. So this is the dagger brush. This is one of my favorite watercolor brush. I use it so much until can you see like this part has kind of came off. Yeah, so I think I will wait for this to dry. Maybe I will do a negative painting instead. Oh my god, this is okay. Before I continue, I think what I'll do is I will wait. Yeah, I will just kind of make sure that I could actually paint this properly. Like the green over the white, um paint the green over the sepia before I continue. Okay. Okay, so this is the sap green. I shall add a little bit of mustard to it. I'm just gonna see how it's working. Yeah, so rosemary travel brush is one of my favorite brushes. Yeah, maybe I should get a whole set. I'm wondering if there are actually more of the brush. Like maybe I think I went to the website. I only saw two dagger brush. I'm just wondering if they actually do have more of it. If they do, I don't mind buying because I really quite like the colors. I mean the brush. They're very nice to use. Super nice to use. As you can see, I'm trying to paint. Not sure if this is gonna be the right way to paint. I'm not sure if this is. Can you guys see that there's actually a green, like yeah. Okay, so this. I believe this is gonna be like a negative, positive, negative, positive painting. Oh, more difficult than I can think of. This is like difficult like way like I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, but it's just interesting. Different way of painting. Like the way you paint is a little bit different. Ah, okay. I guess it works, right? It kind of works. You just have to work with it. Like I don't know if it's a watercolor. I don't think for watercolor you do this. You know, it's not intuitive because when you paint watercolor, you know, it doesn't come this way. So yeah, that's, I may have to wait for this to dry and then I'll put another layer on top of it. So yeah, okay. Phew. All right. So what I can do is actually just continue with this one. I think we can. I'm not sure if I can finish this. I will try my best. But if I'm not, like normally for a stream on Sunday or Saturday like this, is that I would actually do this in an hour or so, 2 hours. And then after that, yeah, if I can't finish, then you will see the finished product on YouTube. Oh no, sorry, on Instagram. Yeah, right. So like this, I'm doing a negative painting, which is kind of fun to do sometimes. So this is actually not that bad. I think it's kind of fun. It kind of trains the mind a little bit. Like you think of when you paint in a different way. Yeah. Okay. I should go find a book to read. Like how do you paint? How do you do? How do you paint? Acrylic wash. I think it's kind of interesting to kind of learn. Okay, I believe. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I have. Oh, okay. So now I'm just doing the another way is actually just to do it on top if it actually does cover if the water if the color if the paint really does cover up, it might be a better way, easier way, if we could just do paint it over, but I don't think it's possible to do so. So I am doing the negative painting, which is a little bit, I won't say it's difficult, but it's just a little bit more less intuitive, so it will take a bit longer to do, but it's fun lah. And it feels like when I do negative painting, it feels like I am using a lot of my brains, and then after that, after the painting, I'll get a headache, like I'll get so tired because it's kind of to me it's like intense workout kind of. Okay, and then yeah. Okay, so this is kind of dry, so let me just add a little bit more of that, maybe later on. I'm not even sure if I could. Nah, I'll do that later. So now I'll do is I'll just use maybe I could also use the ash blue. Yeah, maybe could use a bit of ash blue. Not sure if that's a wise choice, but yeah, let's go. I'm gonna try just mixing a bit of ash blue to it, so we get kind of a different tone, so we don't always end up with one tone. So you get a bit of gray, a little bit of blue, a little bit of brown, and it's just kind of a different feel. Okay, so yeah, not sure if this is the best idea, but if I had more time I might actually do this slowly, but yeah, let's try. I'm gonna try to get this done within the time limit that we have, which is like 2 hours. So we're already like, what time is it now? 12. So I have about half an hour to actually get this one done properly. Okay, so anyway, just let you guys know, like next week we will have our next limited art challenge, limited watercolor palette challenge. And for that limited watercolor palette challenge, right, we are going to use Mavis yellow, Valencia, Venetia red, and ultramarine blue. So I would actually give you more details probably nearer to the date, and when you guys join next week for the stream, you actually see desserts first. So I normally start with the stream, the art palette challenge, limited art palette challenge, watercolor palette challenge. with dessert. So we go by a alphabetical order. So the next week it would be J, if I'm not wrong. And for J, I will most probably be doing something related to jelly or jello or something like that. So you guys could also do a jam, tart. What else is with J? Um, yeah, stuff starting with J. Okay, the dessert starting with J. So it's gonna be kind of fun. And after that, I would actually be doing. Sometimes I'll do a landscape. So it really depends. So the last time, I actually did the Olympians, the figure skaters, and I kind of disfigured all of them because I was sketching. I wasn't tracing. Normally for my portraits, and at the end of the what was the green? What was the green? Oh, you mean for this time for this art challenge? Oh, we decided that we can't really use a green, but maybe we will leave the green for the next one, because we're kind of discussing this, and yeah, and we thought that it would be nice to use Naples yellow, and Naples yellow doesn't really it's more a primary color kind of. So we decided that, okay, yeah, maybe we will do it as a triad again. Maybe we could do a green, like a secondary triad. Is there such a word? Like the secondary colors next time. What's the red? Oh, Venetia, VEN. Let me type this. It's typing to. Oh, thank you, Gactonia. I'm trying my best though. Okay, let me type. Where is it? Okay, Venetia red. Okay, so it's either Venetia red, or it can be English red, or Indian red. But Indian red is a little bit more purple. So yeah, this is the red. Yep. Yeah, Venetia. So it's like a blue. I would say it's like a yellowish, orangey red color. That is like a brick color, kind of like a brick red color. And it's very close to Indian red. But Indian red is more purple. I actually prefer Indian red, which is why I don't have Venetia, but I do have earth. I have a earth red, that someone actually passed to me, and I think I'll be using that one because I have it for so long and I haven't really used it that much. So I think it would be kind of nice to try it out. Yeah. So yeah, so the next one, maybe we will do a palette with maybe orange, um, a green, and a purple. Yeah, purple color. So that would be the next challenge, and we have a Nancy to kind of decide for us the few colors that you are interested in to try. Okay. Yay, okay. Base yellow should be easy to get because I think it's kind of the color that people use for flesh color for skin tone. So it's kind of easy color to kind of find. It can be probably in most people's palette, or you can actually use white and yellow if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that would be a kind of yeah, good for it as well. Okay, I find that my my sunflower looks a bit like crab. Not crab, but like lice, like ticks. You know those nasty things on dogs, or some like creature. They look kind of weird, don't they? Okay, so I am going to use a ash yellow, okay, for the background over here, because I realized that at the background we have these brownish ashy color, like the yellowish. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna just do this. it's like the back of it, like the feel goes all the way to the back. So the back is like, and then I'm gonna kind of like add a little bit of kind of a texture. So I'm gonna add, like, because there's all these sunflowers, so I'm just gonna kind of dot them in. Yeah, it's like a background kind of thing. The background, the ones, the, yeah, like this. Okay, I might add like a bit of yellow later on. Yeah, later on. And yeah, I'm gonna use the mustard. Okay, for just to kind of dot in the color. So just gonna kind of dot in. So this is the distant sunflower. Okay, over here. Okay, just gonna dot in the distant sunflower. I think it's very fun to kind of paint. I don't think you can actually do this with watercolor. Yeah, it's a different way of painting. It's fun to actually try out different ways of painting, because you know, I think in order to kind of uh, get better at art, and not just at one particular um, media, you have to really try out, because sometimes we might learn something from trying out another media that you can kind of apply, yeah, to what you already know. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'm going to use this, the ash yellow, for the center, right? And later on I will use DS or Winsor & Newton Valencia red. That is a good question. I have tried, like, I have swatched out the DS one, but I've not tried out the Winsor & Newton one. I guess as long as maybe I can show you guys what I have. Where is it? Hold on for a minute while I look for it. I kind of swatched it out. It's looking good. It is. Thank you. Okay, but the color, it doesn't look very, I don't know. It looks very illustrative. The colors are really illustrative, like illustrator's color. Okay, so these are the Valencia Venetian red. So I have this is the red earth that I'm gonna use. So this is Italian burnt sienna. This is Venetian red from DS. This is Italian Venetia red. This is English red earth. This is Hawaiian Indian red. So this is the color that I'm gonna use for my red earth. I'm not sure about Winsor & Newton. Yeah, because I don't have Winsor & Newton swatch card, because they don't make swatch cards. So I can't really try it. Oh, ash poi. Does it look amazing? I hope it does. I don't know. It's thank you. I'm trying my best though. I'm just trying to think whether I should add a little bit of. Okay, Nancy says, I've got some belated Christmas money. I think sketchbook's important. But watercolors is important too. Oh, the thing about the Venetia is that it is a little bit what do you call that? It is a little bit opaque. So if you are not into opaque color, you may wanna give it a miss. Yeah. So yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's kind of opaque, so it's really up to you whether you are the kind you like to use opaque watercolor. You don't mind using opaque watercolor. Okay. So now I think I would just kind of surround this with a bit of this is burnt sienna. Okay, so I have a bit of burnt sienna here, and you know, there are all these dots. These are your, you know what I'll do? Okay, I will kind of, okay, I will just take this off. off. Oh no! Let's kind of take this off. Because I want to paint the mustard yellow on first. So this is gonna take a while to do. So I'm just gonna see if this is kind of the easiest way to do it. This is gonna look a lot like abstract art again. I'm really good at abstract art. Everything I can't paint, it turns into abstract art. You like it? Really? Thanks, Ash Boy. I think it looks like abstract art. Okay. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the gray around for the center. Okay. The center of the... Oh, my sunflower looking very strange. Really, really strange. Strange looking sunflower. Okay, so that's the center. Okay, and here, just gonna do the same thing. Maybe what I should try at this point in time is to just put in a little bit of the mustard and see if it looks okay. Okay. I do need to make a new sketchbook though, because as you guys know, I have no sketchbook for my weekly limited art palette, like the palette challenge. Oh, it doesn't, it doesn't like, I don't know. It's not very opaque, so yeah, it's a little bit translucent. So that's the thing about the yeah, can you see it's not very it's not opaque, so the color looks a little bit weird. So anyway, I will have to find a way to kind of make new to bind my new sketchbook. So I will be using paper from Bao Hong, because I a while ago I bought the Bao Hong watercolor paper from Taobao, and yeah, and I haven't been using it because I want to make it into a watercolor sketchbook. Yeah, okay. So hopefully I have time to visit the workshop and get it done. Okay. Okay, so here are the palette, the other petals, and I'm just gonna kind of just add a little bit of this to it. I'm finding that my painting is looking a little bit more really like really illustrative. Okay, I'm using a bit of burnt sienna here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to dry a bit. So yeah, neat. Want to use it neat. Okay. So just trying to create a little bit of texture over here. Somehow I'm not able to kind of paint. There are those people who paint really neatly. Somehow I'm not able to paint very neatly. Yeah. This looks really weird. So this one is not very neat. I always thought that if I were to paint a watercolor, if I were to paint with gouache, it can be, I can make it neater. Somehow it doesn't happen. That does not happen at all. Like, it will not change. Like if you're untidy with watercolor, you're most likely gonna be untidy with any other mediums that you use. Hey! Yo, CB, hey! Thanks for popping by. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Okay, you have something on? No problem. I'll hope see you again soon when you have time to join us. Have a great weekend. Yeah, you'll hear me whine. Like I always whine when I do weird stuff. So I'm doing weird stuff and I'm whining. So I don't think I'll be able to finish. I'll just be doing probably this area. And if I have time, I would find a way to get this done. But I'll just do up a certain, maybe this part first, so you guys can see how this might look in when it's done. So I'm gonna use my sap, and I think I'm probably gonna finish up the. Hey, yay, laters! Bye, CB. So nice for him to just kind of drop by to say hello. Oh yeah, where's our Winter and New? Where is our Windsor and Newton representative? And he appears, right? When we talk about Windsor and Newton, we always talk about CB, because he always tells us how affordable and how convenient it is for him to get it, because yeah, he's based in UK, and Windsor and Newton is a UK brand. It's quite expensive in Singapore, and I don't really have many because they are very expensive. I have a lot more what's that brand? I have a lot more the brand Holbein. I have a lot more Holbein, and also quite a lot of what do you call that? I have a lot. Let me try using the other green. I said I didn't want to use that green, right? But I think I'm gonna try using this green just to see how that works. Yeah, I also have a lot of Daniel Smith. But Daniel Smith is also super expensive here. I don't know why I have a lot, but yes, I do. Yeah, kind of like the bleh, I'm no. That's not a good idea. No way, man, no way. So yeah, I'll kind of cover this up. Oops. That's not good. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to get the colors in. I may add another layer on top of this later on, so maybe what I'll need to do is actually to kind of zoom this in, because it's looking a little bit strange. Just hold on for a minute. Oh, Nancy says I got one of each brand. Valencia Red. Davis Yellow from DS and Valencia Red from Windsor and Newton. You got, as in like you gonna buy, or you actually have? Okay, let me look for something. Let me look for my Logicam, because I think it's not focusing. Okay. Oh no, before I do that, I think I should paint. Because you know what will happen if I don't? It's gonna dry up. Okay, so I should. Oh, this is really, really stressful. The drying out fast is a problem. You know, like watercolor, you could just add water to your paint if it dries up. But for acrylic gouache, no, you can't do that. So that is the stressful part, I think, because you kind of need to make sure that you get the colors. You kind of use it up, because otherwise you're gonna waste the color. So yeah, I think doesn't look too bad, right? Like, oh, you have it waiting. You want a porcelain palette? Oh yeah, you should get a porcelain palette. It's very easy to clean. Super nice. You should get it. I highly recommend getting a porcelain palette or a glass palette. So I'm kind of adjusting the, sorry, out of focus. I'm trying to adjust the focus. Okay? Yeah. The color doesn't look as vibrant like here, as versus like what I have over here. Yeah. So I would highly suggest that, I recommend that you get a porcelain or a glass palette. Yeah. Very, very good to use, because it's super easy to clean off, and you don't get like those weird stains. You know how some of the phthalo greens can stain your or the phthalo blues. They just stain your palette. Yeah, you wouldn't get it at all. Yeah, you should get it. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Okay, I am just going to just do that leaf. So there's actually some greeneries here. So what I'll do is I'll just generally put in the greens. So what the heck, I'm just gonna put it in as well. But this one, like the weird emerald green, yeah, I'm adding it in. So that's one leaf that's kind of hanging there, and we have the thing about doing negative painting is it's very intense. Like you can't get it wrong. Okay, so it's a little bit stressful sometimes. I don't really like it. I always get a headache when I do this negative painting kind of thing. Okay, and you got to think about the different layers, like which one comes first, which is the second one, you know, and stuff like that. So it's a bit of stress. So that's gonna be how it happens, probably. And then this one here, it's a different green. So I think I may actually have to use another kind of a different green. I do have gouache, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work, the gouache. I don't think I should use gouache. Yeah, okay. So I'm mixing it with a bit of yellow for some of the highlights. So for example, like this part. Yeah, so you know, you get what I mean. This is what I will probably do like that. So you have a little bit of that. Yeah. So that's how it's like this. And then we have another one like kind of here, kind of, yeah. And then this one here as well. Okay, and then yeah. I'm just kind of doing this like free play. Like I'm not even like looking at it. Like the actual, I'm not following actual how it actually looks. So I'm not even sure if this would be the best. Perhaps if you're a little bit more careful than me, you would actually follow. But so far, this is how I'm proceeding with the actual with this. We still have a bit of time, so I think that's what I'll do. And then yeah, could be better, right? If I had more time, I think I would actually spend more time just making sure everything is like right, like everything is totally like follows the actual thing. Yeah. It's gonna take me a long time. And then we have And then of course another layer on top. Oops, too much. Okay, yeah, and then just like kind of work on some of these kind of texture, the differences, you know, so that we have a little bit of variation. Yeah, something like that. So we can actually look at the burnt sienna, which is over here. Okay. There's something that I actually want to do, and that's actually to use these yellow, you know, to dot these yellow in there. Let me just take that yellow out a bit. To just do little like yellow dots around, you know, because these are like the flowers. So I'm just gonna use the mustard yellow and dot these around. So I have about 3 minutes left. So I hope that I could at least show you guys like a section that's kind of done. So these are the little like sunflowers that's at the background. Oh, your corning plate work. Well, actually, you can use a porcelain plate. You don't really need to buy a palette. If you know, if you don't have one, if you're gonna try to conserve that money, right? If you're gonna use it for some other purpose, you could actually use a porcelain plate. If you like go to a China shop, like or yeah, like a cheap China shop, you can just get it, like get a plate, and that would kind of work, I think, as well. So maybe there's no need to buy a glass palette, but it's really nice to paint with a glass or a porcelain palette. Get a white porcelain I mean plate. Is there IKEA where you are? Maybe you could try getting that one from IKEA. Porcelain plate shouldn't be very expensive. Maybe it's cheaper than getting a palette, and you could actually channel that money to buying. Like if you're if you're trying to decide whether you should spend that money for a palette or watercolor or like paper, I would think that it's better to spend it on paper. Okay. Yeah, and for the watercolor too, I think I kind of got an idea how to actually do this. I have an idea how to do this properly. So I'm saying, if let's say you have to choose, I would actually buy paper first and then paint, and palette you can actually get you can just get a porcelain plate. Yeah, any porcelain plate will do. It is looking good. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Then you can get your sketchbook. Yeah, you should go get your sketchbook. I think sketchbook is probably, I would suggest spending time money on it. Oh, thanks. I don't know. Thanks, blueberry yogurt. I'm trying my best to actually do this. I'm not sure if this is actually the best method. um, as I think as I have said, like I'm not good. I really have no idea how I should paint with acrylic gouache. So I'm just trying the best that I can. And now I'm just adding the yellow to the dots, to the burnt sienna color dots that we have. So these are like your sunflower, the actual sunflower. So I'm just gonna kind of dot it in. I think art is a good, interesting. I would say it's a good hobby to have, because a lot of the skills that you have are kind of transferable. Like if you do a bit of painting in watercolor, you kind of know how to paint in other media as well. Yeah. Oh, you've been recycling yogurt lids as the palette. That's interesting. Isn't that like, oh, you mean like the yogurt lids as in the aluminum foil? Are you referring to that? So it's kind of what do I say? It's disposable? Is it kind of disposable? So now I'm just adding the petals, right, of the sunflower. Trying to use a kind of a thicker mixture to it. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I'll just try my best. Kind of stubby little, looking very stubby though. Ah, okay. That is good. Nancy says plastic. Ah, I say plastic. Okay, okay. But they would discolor, no? But I think porcelain plate is still the best. Like if you could get your hands on a cheap porcelain plate, it's the best. You don't really need to clean. Like if you wash your palette under the sink, the water running tap, right? The paint is just gonna slide off, and you don't really have to scrub so hard, and it doesn't discolor at all. So best way, best, you know, definitely porcelain palette, porcelain plates, porcelain. I think a lot of artists swear by porcelain plates. Okay, but it's kind of innovative as well, like using the yogurt lids. I'm trying my best. I'm not even sure if I had time, I would actually spend more time on doing the individual petals. But you kind of get like what I'm trying to do, right? Like I'm just trying to have these different kind of text, like different layers on top of each other. And you know, the only way that you can actually do this is yeah, to have something like this. You know, if you have gouache, you can actually just do this kind of properly. It's easy to do this properly and easily, like easier to do this than on like other media. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is really what I have. Uh, like the problem is with the paints getting dried up, so you can't really reuse. So you just have to keep changing your palette. Like you just have to keep taking out the colors. Watercolor is kind of easy. Like you just need to have the colors on, like, and if it dries up, yeah, just add water to it and you can kind of reuse it. I think I need it a little bit more diluted. So today we learned that this watercolor paper is not good. Not good for anything. It's not even good for gouache. Like I thought that I could actually use this for gouache. So now we even know like it's not good for gouache. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna use this for. Yeah. I'm not even sure whether I should do a what do you call that? A review. I might be cursing it during the review. Definitely not good. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this is how it will probably look when I have time to actually do it this way. So yeah. Oh, you used to have glass plate, but you gave them away before you moved. Oh. Do you have those saucer? I think you could also use like teacup saucer. That's kind of okay as well. Of course, you know, if you do have like a palette that has got little holes in them, like that would be the best. Yeah, a lot of those Japanese or like square porcelain plates, that would be the best. Some of the Japanese plates would actually have it because they do have little condiments, right? Yeah, for people, and it kind of worked in that way. I mean, it would be nice to have little separate sections for different types of colors. Glass really depends. If it's like transparent, it would be kind of difficult to use, I think, because you can't really see the color. So yeah, of course, Yeah, I think the best is still white porcelain. Still the best. Yeah. Oh, sushi plate works good. Yeah, that's right. I think sushi plates. Oh, they were 8 inches plate and heavy. That's wow, that's really 8 inches. Wow, it's quite big, isn't it? I think it's pretty big. So for those, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, if the colors are, if it's not like transparent, I think it'll be really good. Um, now the thing about gouache, I think the good thing is that you kind of layer things on top of things like unlimited layering, and you just kind of drop things in. Oh, they're transparent. Yeah, so I mean, if I were to kind of find fault with it, it's like it's transparent, so you can't really see the colors after you kind of like mix them. So that may be an issue. So as you guys can see, I am not exactly like done yet because yeah, as you can see, um, yeah, but I think I will kind of stop here. So I will probably what I'll do is to this is how it looks right now. Okay, I will kind of find time to do it for the rest, but yeah, this is how it goes. So far, I think I probably need a little bit more of like a burnt sienna around, just to kind of give it the look. Okay, and this one here, I think I probably need to get a little bit more details. And for the like the sun over here, remember we have I'm gonna kind of try to use the gouache that my sister lent me. Okay, so my sister has the two white color. Yeah. Oh no. Hello. Oh no. You know what happened? Oh my god. Hello. Okay, my earphone, my earpiece just dropped into my painting water. So I'm not sure if I can hear after this. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna just show you guys like what I'll do with the gouache, white gouache that I actually requested that I got from my sister. She lent me for today. Is I'm gonna just use it on the sun. So we have the white sun. I'm just gonna add a bit of yellow to it. I have yellow here. Yeah, a little bit. Just a rim. It's just gonna look like that. Yay. Okay. And it's just gonna kind of like fade off like that. Something like this. So this is how it would probably look at the end. I don't know if it's gonna look it probably need a lot of work. Okay, more than one artist in the family. Yes, my sister paints. She has, this is from her, she paints little animal pet portraits on pebbles. You call it like pet stone, pet pebble. And she has a lot of these colors. So I was like, oh, I need a white color because this set doesn't have a white. So she was really nice. She just passed it to me today. Yeah, and I have to return it to her tomorrow. So I'll just do this. I'll finish this up, and I will share this as like a thumbnail for the live video that you see later. So yeah, I really thank all of you for watching today. I know I haven't finished yet, but yeah, it will not finish. I think it's gonna take me like another at least 2 or 3 hours. So I think yeah, it's time to rest, and my video is probably gonna come out really soon. I have a new video on Haze Black. Oh, she doesn't have. Thanks, Geckonia. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at this. I am trying my best. Thanks, Ernan. Thank you, Irene. Thanks, Irene. Thanks, Nancy's. Thanks, Geckonia. Thanks, DRGS Pro. Oh, the hell, DRGS Pro. You didn't say hi. just now when you came, when you watched. Yeah. Okay. Thanks Ash Boy 4, thanks Blueberry Yogurt, and so many other people. So many other people. I think Zuwan was here a while ago, and CB as well. So I will finish this. I'll put this as a thumbnail for the live, and then you guys can see how this turns out. But yeah, okay, so yes, it is. So if you would like to know, guys like to know, I actually stream every evening. Every Sunday, after every Saturday evening. So it's from 10:30 Singapore 10:30 p.m. Singapore time, and I end about 12:30, and about 12:45 I will have a new video. So after that you can go watch my new video. And if you wish to support me, you can tip me on coffee over here. All right, it's you will find the link in the video, YouTube video, and can tip me, just say thank you, or just, yeah, and look at what I have for offer in my coffee shop. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. And yeah, we can, if you have any offline discussion, you can join my Discord server. The information I would put it somewhere. I may be in the description box later when you access this live video. Okay, bye bye, and I see you guys soon. Good night.